Well, we lost another great racer. This past Thursday, Lizzy Musi of Street Outlaws fame died in her own home. There weren't any flashy crashes this time. Lizzy had been fighting breast cancer for over a year with a serious wake-up call in April of 2023.
You're not like really near and dear to us. You don't know what we're about to tell y'all, but some big changes happened in Lizzy's life mainly, but it's also affected me greatly.
Rest in peace, Lizzy. The racing world will miss you. I've covered a few other deaths on this channel. This one, well, let's just say it had some build-up. There's no crash footage to dissect, but there's a lot to say about Lizzy Musi and what she went through and accomplished before finally passing on.
I might be joining you guys here shortly.
Put on your lab coats, because here's what really happened to Lizzy Musi from Street Outlaws. And I hope to cover happier news in the future, so comment, like, subscribe, and watch something funny like a Pimp My Ride video after this one to lighten things up. For those of you who don't already know, Lizzy Musi's claim to fame came from a show called Street Outlaws. The show aired from 2013 to 2019 on Discovery Channel Velocity. It was about a bunch of street racers conducting races in the middle of the night on the open road for massive sums of cash.
Well, there's $40,000 on the hood of the Fireball Camaro.
Good stuff. This video mostly talks about Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings. This spin-off centers around No Prep Street Racing, which is exactly what it sounds like. The track isn't altered at all before the race begins. This means there can be debris and other hazards that make racing more dangerous. The increased risk doesn't have much to do with Lizzy's death, but if you were only around for the early days of Street Outlaws, you might have missed her. So let's catch everybody up on what they need to know about Lizzy Musi, starting with her early career.
Good save.
Racing was in Lizzy Musi's blood. She was the daughter of Pat Musi, another street racing legend. She was born on January 1st, 1991 in Carteret, New Jersey. She was raised around racing cars, engines, and high horsepower. Her dad was always with her on her epic journey to the top of street racing, helping her get bigger and better cars. In 1999, when she was only 8, she started as a junior dragster. She would continue as a junior dragster until she was 16 years old. Lizzy did not stop racing, but let's fast forward to 2012. She moved to Mooresville, North Carolina with her father. She took over many of the jobs at Pat Musi Racing Engines, PMRE, while her dad did most of the technical work. She also debuted a top sportsman at ADRL, complete with a viral burnout that we won't soon forget. In 2014, Lizzy really earned her stripes. It was a big year.
Lizzy Musi's gonna win it! Lizzy Musi is going to win it!
Lizzy started Pro Nitrous racing. Since I don't think we've covered this aspect of racing before, Pro Nitrous is a type of racing that only allows cars with a certain type of compression in their engines. Lizzy won her 5th race in that arena at speeds of 200 miles per hour and broke the nitrous lap record of 3.74 seconds. More importantly, she beat Jason Harris. Nobody had done that before. She appeared on Drag Illustrated's hottest issue in February. As her father had said, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time. And she was. She became a legend. Her first appearance on Street Outlaws was in December 2020, but she'd made quite a name for herself before that. Along with her racing prowess, Lizzy's attitude was contagious. She'd grown up around racing and took to it like a fish to water. She loved racing, and her passion pushed her to greater and greater heights. She was a winner through and through.
Nice job.
Sorry. Hey,
Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you.
Nice job. You did good. You did real good.
This kind of came at the cost of her personal life. While she was crazy enthusiastic, she put so much into her job that she didn't really have the time or energy to find that special someone. She went on a few dates with other drivers, but that was it. None of them went anywhere. Lizzy Musi was also the first woman to be a champion on No Prep Kings. In February 2021, she beat her then-boyfriend Kye Kelley and took home $40,000. In September 2023, she won 2 drag racing events in Idaho and Denver and placed in another. Not only was she a great racer, not only was she one of the few women topping in this sport, but she won 2 consecutive no-prep races with a diagnosis of stage 4 breast cancer. Let's talk more about that. On April 21, 2023, she posted a photo titled Stage 4 on her Instagram. A YouTube video posted on the same day called Stage 4 Breast Cancer, Her Toughest Race Yet.
It's going to be really, really, really rough, especially the cancer I have, which is aggressive, and cancer, stage 4 breast cancer that has moved now to the other parts of the body. So
in that video, Lizzy mentioned how she first went to Mississippi to get breast enhancement. 6 months after her surgery, she noticed a marble-sized lump in her chest. At first, she brushed it off, thinking that it was scar tissue. After talking to several doctors and a trip to Australia, the marble-sized lump was a little bigger than a golf ball. Cutie size, as Lizzy put it. It was also tender, which is unusual for breast cancer. But the moment she got an ultrasound on the lump, the tests accelerated. Lizzy got a mammogram and biopsy shortly after. As Lizzy put it, it hit so weirdly, I didn't know what to do. From there, she ran through the gauntlet of the American medical system. PET scans, MRIs, and more came in rapid succession. She confirmed her diagnosis several times over. As her father Pat Musi described, the cancer was really going fast. But so too was her treatment. Her video was posted on a Friday. Tests and treatment were announced on Monday. There were 0 delays on her chart reports. Even her flights to other parts of the country were all done within a few days of each other. She even flew to Germany for a very special treatment. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not qualified to make any diagnosis, but I did my homework. Stage 4 breast cancer is the worst kind of breast cancer. In stage 4 breast cancer, the tumor is not only malignant, but is probably spread to other vital organs. In Lizzy's case, it had spread to her lymph nodes and liver. Stage 4 breast cancer is also sneaky. People can be diagnosed with breast cancer and not know it's stage 4 until it's too late. Specifically, Musi had triple-negative stage 4 breast cancer. It means that when tested, the cancer cells tested negative on 3 different tests: estrogen, progesterone, and HER2. What matters to most people is that this type of breast cancer is hard to treat, spreads quickly, and has a low survival rate. And, as she admitted in her video, she wanted to have kids at some point in her life. There are multiple factors when it comes to having kids after chemo. Her treatment went so fast that she did not have time to freeze her eggs before chemo. She never got that chance. It just stings. Musi tried to get treatment and was accepted into MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston, Texas. In June 2023, Musi appeared on Facebook with a shaved head. Her hair had been falling out after chemotherapy. Her fans kept typing #LizzyStrong to show their support. She never stopped racing. But on Thursday, June 27, 2024, Lizzy Musi lost the battle. As her father Pat Musi put it, surrounded by her family, in the comfort of her own home, Lizzy was called to heaven at 11:25 p.m. tonight. Thank you for all the prayers and support throughout her battle. Another post mentioned that they would update Lizzy's fans with information on funeral arrangements and more as it became available. For now, the family would like privacy and time to mourn. Please respect their wishes. If you really want to do something, keep following Pat Musi's social media. As of this writing, let me know if this changes. We haven't received any preferred ways to help the family. Well wishes via social media are appreciated, but please don't go too far. You may also want to donate to breast cancer research to prevent others from suffering like Lizzy did. Here are a few places to start: the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, the National Breast Cancer Foundation, Susan G. Komen. There might be a few marathons and other events in the summer or in October, which is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the United States. If you run in a marathon for one of these charities, mention that you're running for Lizzy Musi. Fans and family will probably appreciate it. Maybe the family will eventually have a preferred charity. Again, keep your eyes open for updates to that effect. Please do your homework before donating anywhere. Not all charities are created equal, but if you donate, do a charity event or otherwise support breast cancer research, Let the world know in a comment beneath this video. Speaking of comments, I usually like to give you a nice, creative discussion topic, but this one almost wrote itself. People have posted comments about their own experiences with cancer on some of Lizzy's videos. If you or someone you know has suffered from any form of cancer, now's a good time to talk about it. Mourn for Lizzy Musi and anyone else you've lost to cancer in the comments. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. See you in the next one.